Hello everyone, welcome to Crypto Morning on Thursday, August 15th, 2024. We might face a tricky August. Wall Street had a small fake out, rising then ending up 0.38%. But we see the Nasdaq just ending flat up 0.03%. The S&P 500, for instance, has been green for about 10 days. For August 15th, we've got a ton of economic data coming out. We'll see unemployment stats. Interestingly, Japan's crisis adds to the global context. We'll look at indicators showing buyers are there but hesitant. There's high liquidity on exchanges with USDT hitting new highs. It's a good sign that people are getting ready to make moves. They're prepared. But the expected levels are around 58 for now. We'll see if they're waiting for another dip like the one on August 5th. Tether's balance hit a new high with $1 billion on exchanges. There's lots of liquidity, but the whales seem to be holding back. They might be waiting for a final crash like we saw on August 5th. Marathon Digital is getting interesting, racing with MicroStrategy. They bought $249 million in Bitcoin, mining and holding, accumulating a lot. They already have 25,000 in reserve. I think they could overtake Michael Saylor, who has 125,000. It's wild. About 10 companies might soon own over 1% each. It's getting wild, and it's definitely ultra positive for Bitcoin's long-term outlook. Next, Toncoin gained 10%. For me, it's always been an oddity. I never got why Toncoin wasn't on Binance. They've just been listed there, and now they're rolling. You know, Binance, they keep moving. They're even launching a launch pool now, so the token has reacted very well. We'll check it out among the tokens holding up great. Interesting news. Vanguard, one of the world's largest funds, saw its former president ousted for saying he'd never invest in the Bitcoin ETF. Seems many Vanguard clients want it. I think it's a rough start for the new CEO. The new boss. Similarly, he explains they won't launch crypto ETFs, but they might buy like others do. Let's check BlackRock directly. The news is that the US government moved 10,000 Bitcoins recently. It's chilling, as it could mean selling pressure. The US, like China and other countries, holds a lot of Bitcoin. I'm curious about different countries' positions. The US definitely has a lot. Probably several 10,000 coin packs. This move could potentially create some selling pressure. Morgan Stanley, like Vanguard, publicly criticizes Bitcoin, but they've been buying it for years. They had $269 million in GBTC while their boss was bashing crypto. They've sold most of it, keeping a small position, but now hold $187 million in BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF. It's a case of do as I say, not as I do. The market map isn't pretty. Toncoin and AAV are doing well, but most tokens that had gained are now falling. IMX, Audi, Stacks, and Zcash were all in the green earlier. In terms of volume, it's very positive. 31 billion is still huge, not typical for August. 16 billion is solid for 100 plus territories, seeing minus 3.8%, minus 6% is quite impactful. As for Bitcoin, I'm unsure how long we'll stay in this range, but it's starting to look pretty good. Let's pull up a calculator real quick. 171 days, soon 180. That'll be 6 months, which is quite significant. I don't know when we'll break out, but we will, likely upwards. We might see some volatility, which is what I wanted to look at. We're at 49,000 now. Not sure why whales expect 58,000, but we're near a key zone. We'll see if it bounces at 58,000. Remember, I showed you whales waiting for this level. 58,000 seems random to me. I think we might see buying around 54,000 like before. Even though it dropped, there was still significant buying pressure. It'll be interesting to watch. Each bounce on this support, once, twice, 6 times, makes it stronger. Every rebound reinforces this support level. Then it'll gain momentum to break out spectacularly. Casper, long time no chat. Look at this resilience. Tough year even for Bitcoin. Despite early surge, it's been mostly sideways and bearish. Casper's quietly hitting an 88, and I still consider it one of the tokens worth buying on dips. Remember that phase when we bought in? I first got some around 11. If we see another dip like that, I might add more Casper. Not right away though, as I'm low on cash. Given the market, it's time to focus on major projects and buy their dips. Casper's definitely in that category. And I wanted to end with this token because absolutely no one talks about it. It's Tron and it's TRX token. I don't know why. But it's one of the first tokens I bought in 2019, and I bought around 2 cents. Back then, for 2 years, you could buy at 1 cent. Well, during the COVID crash, it even dropped to 0.006. But with a big smile, I bought some, and the idea was there were huge staking rates. So this is a long-term play. I'm talking about long-term investment regardless of the noise or what others might say. And with big staking rates around 20%, even if it drops to 7 to 10% for years, I've always held this position. I bought more in 2022 to 2023. Those who were here then, remember I still have videos on Tron because my position that I reinvested never went below 5 cents. Big smile. And look at this performance. It's absolutely incredible, and I think it's simply doing better than Bitcoin over 5 years. If you include staking, because we're at levels, we're at about 7x on my position, and I had added a bit back then. I shared that with you. It's one of those big long-term plays. We know cryptos are highly cyclical, but look at the bear market. It simply swallowed it up. It dropped by 50%. You know, there are tokens here today if we compare to their 2020 prices. So there you have it. Say what you will. It might be one of the best crypto investments. I'm not saying invest today. I explained that I've been in it for a long time, and today it's still in staking, running on its own. Finally, it's a token I didn't believe in at first, and I think we should look into such tokens. And right now, same thing. If the context in the coming days, coming weeks leads to drops, I think it'll hit 50 cents. I think it might crack, maybe even go a bit lower if there's some fear and such. And the token will be super interesting. We'll talk about it again, but we need to let it fall more. I think it's one of those great prospects. It had pumped well. It was around 20 cents, let's say, for those who bought at the lowest point, from 20 cents up to $1.50. It'd be crazy if it dropped back to 20 cents. But I'd be willing to pay double compared to those who bought at the lowest. Around 40 cents is a great investment to me. We'll see how it goes, but I'll keep an eye on it. That's all from me. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye, everyone.